Hey everybody,
Hoo-hoo!
welcome to the StabCast. I'm Dizzle,
And I am Mindy.
and we are back for another spooky Saturday. Actually,
Yeah.
It's not a spooky Sunday. We're here on a Saturday. We're getting it for the weekend for the young folk and for the college crowd, because that's our scene. There's parties and
We're millennials.
now we're fucking old at this point, Mindy.
Yeah,
But-
I know. Technically, we are millennials.
Both of us, we're not different generations.
No, 1990 to 2001.
Okay. But here we are, and we're here.
Sorry, guys.
A little
Sometimes
sidebar.
we need to stop doing that. Sometimes we just have conversations and shit. We love you all, and you all are a part of our sidebars. It's just sometimes we forget to.
I mean, this show has kind of become a sidebar at this point. We're always sidebar.
Sidebar and bloopers.
Mm-hmm. We're here for a set of movies today. We're doing two. And we're doing two special ones. It's called The Bad Seed and The Bad Seed Returns. And this is not the original 1950, whatever, 57? Bad Seed? You don't have to look at I thought you, because I know how you are.
Yeah, but they did it in black and white, so I'm not exactly sure.
I'm going to go 57, but
I think it's 57, but I'm not exactly sure.
And then I know 85 was the first
56.
remake.
56.
That was close.
You were good. You were up there.
Yeah.
64% on Rotten Tomatoes, 51% from TV Guide, 7.4 out of 10 for the original.
Okay. And then you have the 85 remake. And then you have this, which is directed by the great Rob Lowe, who's one of my favorites. I fucking love Rob Lowe. He's
really
one of those
does.
actors that whenever he shows, and he's always in something, he always shows up like when you don't expect him. And he can do serious. He's funny as fuck.
He's so funny.
he's
Oh my
hilarious.
God, watch Parks and Recreations. He
That
is
dude's
so funny.
He just oozes charisma. There's something about Rob Lowe. I've always enjoyed his work. And if anybody is going to make me like a horror drama Lifetime movie,
It'll be him.
it's going to be him, because this didn't have a good deck going in it for me. Because it's like, okay, evil kid that's smarter than everybody, and we're on the Lifetime channel. Let's strap in. But I actually ended up really enjoying the first one. And when we could fucking find the first one.
Yeah, unfortunately, you guys, I'm going to have to put the link up for the first one. Because we had a really hard time finding it, because it is pretty findable, but unfortunately you get like almost all the way through it and then you're cock blocked. There's no more sound, and it's like, what the hell? There's no more sound.
You sent me one this morning that worked pretty good though.
So, well, that was the last one that I found.
Yeah,
the last one I found actually worked. But the other two that I found, it was like, oh crap, how am I going to get him to watch this? There's no sound like after 40 minutes.
I've just been buying movies on Apple nowadays.
Yeah, but I don't want you to do that. So
Yeah.
it's not worth. I know when it's worth the money and it's not worth the money. And even though I love McKenna Grace, I love Rob Lowe, these movies aren't worth the money.
I'm just sick of having every streaming service on God's green fucking earth and still not being able to
DVDs.
watch what I want in the moment.
DVDs.
Yeah, they're great, but they build up. There needs to be like I do like. There's something about buying a movie on Prime, and then it's like, okay, I can always watch this on Prime or whatever. Like I can always go, and now I own it, and no one can fucking take it.
See,
Unless
I
Amazon goes
break
down.
my shit way too much. So
Yeah, but you'd always have that password. You can find a laptop somewhere. but that is.
I had to come back, but I figured we would just go back and forth and back and forth. So.
Yeah, probably. Rob Lowe did a great job with the first one. We're going to talk about The Bad Seed 2018 first. And this is an interesting story. And this is very good sonish, very fucking like, you've seen a lot of movies like this where there's an evil kid. She might take the cake though for evilest kid.
Evilest and coldest.
And also, this is like a remake of a very old film.
Yeah.
So they have a lot of source material to go on. Yes, I'm not a huge fan of Lifetime. I know you're hit and miss with them, but you're I don't know if I can even say chick anymore. You're a girl, so girls are usually like Lifetime, at least back in the day.
It depends on the Lifetime movie. I like Devil's Diary. I like Secrets of Suburbia.
I like Devil's Diary.
I like The Bad Seed. Bad Seed Returns.
I like The Bad Seed.
My Sweet Audrina. Flowers in the Attic, like the VC Andrews shit.
Yeah.
But like other than that, I don't really fuck with that.
I like the one with Bella Thorne where she was hooked on heroin that you showed me. You remember that one?
Oh, the Perfect High.
Yeah.
Perfect High. Yes, they still Lifetime can do a high school drug. They really can. They can do a high school drug movie quite well.
They can drug it up.
They really can.
This movie, however, I think totally kind of, yes, it feels like a Lifetime movie. I think Rob Lowe's, the second one feels much more like a Lifetime movie because it's not directed by Rob Lowe. It does.
Stark difference.
It does feel like a difference. It feels like, which is fucked up because the second one I actually watched first because that's the good link I had. And that's like we were able to watch the second one, which I wish I got the story.
I know.
complete,
I feel so bad. I wish you got the whole story from beginning to end, but he had to watch it from end to beginning.
Yeah. I got to see a few scenes of the first one at first and stuff like that. And anything you were able to find and send me, I was watching. And so I was able to piece together, but I got the second half of the story before the first half, which was an interesting seeing it that way too. But I just thought the first one is so much better. Yeah. And even though I was talking shit about the evil kid trope, it works in that one. The evil teenager, it works a little bit. It felt to me like Sleepaway Camp. Mm-hmm. When you go from Sleepaway Camp 1 and the big twist, and she's not that evil, and it's not, but it's just from a younger character and antagonist to now she's kind of the protagonist, and she's a teenager now and older and more and a little wiser. Mm-hmm. And I think the second one has its merits because I think the plot is a little more. There's a little more to it. There's more going on.
Yeah.
There's more characters introduced. There's a little more to bite on with the second one. But I think the first one as a story is just very wholly of it brings down, I love acting when it can just be okay, you're in this predicament, go. And it's kind of okay, Rob Lowe's dealing with this daughter, and it's this innocent kid that he loves and he would never want to think is evil. With the juxtaposition of she's fucking evil as fuck. And she's and you're watching her kind of be brilliant.
She has no emotion. She really doesn't. She does brilliant in this first one.
Yeah.
And second one, she does really well too. But the first one, she does absolutely brilliantly. She plays an evil, cold child to a fucking T.
And say her name.
McKenna Grace.
Yeah.
She plays an evil little child named Emma. And when I say evil and cold, I mean not somebody that's out of their way and menacing and whatnot. She's just cold. She has no emotions.
She cray.
Her principal told her dad, she lives in her own little world. She sees things a lot differently the way that we do.
Mm-hmm.
And I like how Rob Lowe added in those certain themes and genres throughout the movie, when they did the whole wasp thing in the library, and she's it's nature, Milo, and then you have the wasps hanging up in her father's work shed, and I just like the symmetry of the movie. Honestly, I feel it has a lot of symmetry to the first one. I feel he does a lot of foreshadowing.
Well, yeah, and the first one is really focused in on him and her. And you have Chloe, and you have other things going on.
Father-daughter relationship. And how far would you go to protect your kid?
Yeah, and that's what that one's about, as opposed to the second one's all right, she's just kind of a super genius, and she's fucking everybody up. And it's more of a
she's back.
And this is she's back. And it's just she returned. And that really, it's a good title for it because that's what the second one is. It's just her fucking everybody up, her around her. The story's you don't get much emotion.
She gets a little bit more caught than she normally does.
Yeah.
But there is more, like he said, there is more emotion
in the first one.
Yeah.
Because you feel
as devoid as she is from emotion, you can still, Rob Lowe has enough emotion for the both of them.
Yeah, because he's a fucking concerned dad. And you usually see these type of things with a woman role in the lead and a mom and the mom dealing with that. It was cool seeing a single dad going through shit
Absolutely.
like that, because that's not something we get a lot of. And I know there's a lot of much more single moms out there, and keep on fucking rolling, ladies. But it was cool to see like a dad trying to fucking figure. It's kind of like that one movie with Dakota Fanning and the dad.
Oh, War of the Worlds.
Yeah. So was it that? No.
I Am Sam.
Maybe that one.
The one where she was really little.
I think so.
The one where she was
the horror movie. Who was the lead? I forget. Never mind. Forget about that because I can't remember enough about it to speak intelligently about it. But this movie, it was fun just seeing like a single.
Hide and seek.
Hide and seek. There you go. It was fun seeing a single dad trying to deal with like, I love my daughter and I want my daughter to like be okay and I like see the good in her, but she seems pretty fucking bad right now and I don't know what to do. And to see him like through the whole, and then you get to the end to where he's like has to make that decision, like he's got to pluck off his own kid. That's fucking, it's pretty fucking
towards
crazy.
The end, she gets the way where she's like, for everyone else, she gets cold towards him.
Yes.
And it's like, well, he's got to go now too. You don't like me anymore either. And she even says that to him. Like, she's like, if something happens to you, I'm just going to go live with Aunt Angela. At least she likes me. And he's like, oh my God.
Yeah. And I don't want to just blow him and say that because McKenna Grace gives a great performance in both movies. She is great. And and she's got that character down. But it was just, to me, it was better in the first one when she had something to play off with that as well, to where she's the cold and calculated, and this is like an emotional dad trying to fucking save his kid. And you have that as opposed to it's her by herself, just fucking everybody up that comes in her way. And having a little more like, but it was fun to see her challenged a little bit. And the aunt
was a little too naive for me.
Yeah.
I mean, you go through all of that. You go through 6 different incidences with her
to figure it out,
and it takes you that long to figure it out.
Yeah,
and
I agree with that.
Like that was just stupid to me because I mean, the aunt's a doctor. Come on now, think.
You need to think.
So, and I want to say this. I love the original Bad Seed. A lot of people know I'm all for the classics.
Yeah.
And I love the great Penny McCormick. And I love the fact that Rob Lowe, when he had to find a counselor for this child.
That was awesome.
Called it Penny McCormick.
That was so cool.
And the best part in the first movie is when she goes, I told her that she's just like me. And it's like, well, yeah, she is just like you. She is you. Yeah, like if anyone didn't know, like
that's cool. That was a cool.
She's the original bad. She is the original girl from the Bad Seed. So I mean, her name wasn't Emma; it was different. Rhonda, that was her name. Rhoda. Yeah, that was her name. But it was so funny to watch her even tell Emma, like, you remind me so much of me when I was younger, and it's like, yeah, of course,
yeah.
No, you were a little psycho too.
I love it when movies do that, and we love paying homage and shit like that. That was really cool, and I do think that they did the story of the first one justice in that remake. Mm-hmm. The second one goes, like I said, it goes off rails, but it takes it into a new place, and it's like makes you think, well, what if she did come back, and like how would she be as a teenager? Yeah, and that has its own cool shit, and the shit.
And honestly, they don't do that much.
And there's.
Kids, normally it's kind of one and done.
It can be.
The kids don't normally come back. I mean, Orphan, that wasn't really a kid, but like
there wasn't a good son too, was there?
No, there was never a good son too.
Well, he dies at the end, doesn't he?
Yeah, the mother chooses the cousin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've never seen any evil kids triumph and actually be a kid. I mean, Lucas does it. And better watch out, but he doesn't get a second movie.
Yeah.
This is the
Sleepaway
first
Camp.
revival.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, Sleepaway Camp, but it was a different actress.
Yeah, that's true.
Which can totally, completely throw off the dynamic. And that's what we wanted to talk about between these two movies and the Sleepaway Camp franchise.
Yeah.
Is because for us, the first one of this movie feels like the first one of Sleepaway Camp. It feels like an entirely different movie.
Yeah. And that's they're not similar at all, but they're similar in that way to where the first one feels like a different movie from the second one, almost a different genre a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Jeepers Creepers does that a little bit with the first and second one. Turns into like a base slasher in the second one. Mm-hmm. And you get that. I like it. I like, hey, let's change direction real quick. Same character. And by the way, she's still playing the character great and still the same character from the first one. That doesn't feel different at all.
No.
It's just the tone of the movie feels a little different.
Yeah.
And I think it does work to an extent. It's not like I give it, we're going from a fucking 8 to a 4.
I do like, though, how they played on the fact of her being a hornet.
Yeah.
Because, like she says in the first movie, they don't attack unless they feel threatened. She never attacks unless she feels threatened.
Yeah.
If you really think about it. Throughout both of these movies, the only time she ever really attacks, or goes on the attack, I should say, is when she's pissed.
Yeah.
Or when she's trying to right a wrong or something. Like, something has to happen to set her off.
She's got to get fucked over on a medal or something.
Yeah, like she gets set off.
Poor
Dance
Milo.
Team Campton, medal, whatever.
All Milo did was win a fucking award, dude.
Poor Milo. All he did was work on his penmanship.
Yeah, and he got fucked over for it.
And then she's like coldly staring at his funeral, and she's like, he's a horrible writer. Can't even speak in front of the class. You're at his funeral.
Yeah.
Have some dignity.
She didn't give a shit.
Like, and like his dad's like, her dad's like, do you have anything you want to talk about, sweetie? And she's like, I don't think there's anything to talk about. Like, the hell? And like, and then when the second one comes along and she hurts her friend Stephanie, her aunt comes in and she's like, what did you do? And she's like, what do you mean? So your friend Stephanie, she's like, she had a seizure. It's not my fault.
Yeah.
And it's like, that is horrible.
Yeah.
Like, you could have played that completely differently to make yourself look more innocent, but okay. And like, and then she's like, oh no, this is your jacket. Like, because she was talking about the fact that she butchered Stephanie's dog instead. And like, but the thing is that everything that she says, like, oh, I'll never hurt anyone for any reason, Daddy, or which actually kind of is true, because people do give her a reason.
Yeah.
Even Stephanie, her best friend, gave her a reason.
Yeah, but it felt like Stephanie, she was.
Stephanie was better than her, though. That's a thing, and that's a big thing for narcissists and psychopaths. They don't like people that are better than them.
Yeah, but it's like Kat's the one being an asshole, and everything's getting taken out on poor fucking Stephanie, who's like doing nothing wrong. And that's
Kat had her number.
Yeah, Kat was.
Emma had to be articulate.
Yeah,
with Kat, she had to be very slick and cunning.
She got the shit smacked out of her.
Kat had her number.
She had her shit smacked.
Well, because Kat was someone that she had known from the first movie, so she had known Emma and was like, "What is that now? 6?" And she's like, 6 what? And she's like, 6 coincidences, deadly coincidences that you were a part of. Or 6 deadly accidents that you were a part of. And it's like, oh, and like she starts like naming everything off, and it's like, oh, she's got your number.
Yeah.
And like she even says, like, oh, you've been studying about me.
Yeah.
And she's like, yeah, I have. And then she's like, straight cat has claws. And she's like, yeah, you better watch out. And she's like, oh, I wouldn't be worried about me, sweetie, but I would be worried about you.
Yeah.
It's like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was like 2 professors going at it. I thought that was, even though to me, and that's another thing, the dialogue's way more cringy in the second one compared to the first one.
Yeah.
It's
a lot more forced in the second one.
You have tight writing in the first one.
Yeah.
Where it's very to the point and very, people are,
blunt.
Yeah, they just say what they, it's a lot. They're trying to be clever and funny in the second one. And some of it kind of hits the fan and some of it lands, but not a lot of it. So the dialogue is way better. I
agree. Some of it falls short.
It's not just the direction. I think that it's kind of better written than the first one.
Yeah.
But the second one has its charm, and not really kill. I mean, there's kills, but her fucking people
full circle.
Yeah, more action.
Yeah.
Which is good too. Sometimes you want a little more action.
And it brings the story full circle. You go from if you go through the aunt's perspective, she starts off in the first movie with her little honey bear and everything, and then she gets the second movie with her honey bear, and then by the end of the second movie, she realizes honey bear is a psycho.
Yeah.
So,
but I agree with you. That took way too long for her to figure it out.
At least
Low
figured it out.
Like
when she he took her to like a secluded cabin and she tried to fucking gas him out and shit. At least he knew after that. Yeah. When she was like staring off in the distance and is like, you don't like me anymore. If anything happens to you, I'll just go live with Aunt Angela. She likes me. And he's like, oh my God. And it's like, yeah, oh my God.
Which these movies are movies that make you never want to have a cup of hot chocolate in the wintertime at Christmas ever again.
I scarred Daniel.
Yeah, because in my personal...
I'm sitting here drinking a hot chocolate. That's the funniest part.
I'm not going to have... Some? No. And I won't tell the whole story, but I have had melatonin dropped in my cocoa before. So I felt, Lowe's pain, even though Lowe was trying to do the drugging, I felt their pain when they would drink a drugged hot cocoa and they're all fucked up. And it's such a warm seasonal beverage.
It's actually from the first original movie too.
It's clever.
Yeah.
But it's such a seasonal beverage. Why do you shouldn't spike cider? You shouldn't spike fucking.
You're so angry about that.
I mean, you shouldn't spike anything, by the way. Nothing should be spiked.
Yeah, but you got a beef with holiday drinks getting spiked.
Yeah, because I'm not going at least at a bar. If I'm at a bar, it's I'll check my fucking alcoholic beverage or something, or if I look away and look back, I'll look in it if it's something clear and make sure that there's nothing in there, because it's you never know. There's weird fucking people out there, and I feel like I know to look for that. When I'm drinking hot cocoa around a campfire, trying to enjoy myself with a seasonal beverage, I'm not thinking about having drugs in there. That's so fucked up. And it's I don't want to drink cocoa and be incapacitated. That's it. Or eat eggnog too.
Seasonal beverages.
No, dude, if you're sitting with a glass of warm apple cider, you shouldn't have to think, oh, maybe I'm going to get fucking poisoned from this. That is terrible. Coffee, okay. Someone could spike your everyday coffee.
Okay with
I guess I'm
coffee?
Okay. But not like a latte. Not something nice either.
Oh, like a pumpkin spice latte?
Yeah, or if I got a fucking caramel macchiato with drugs in it, I'd be pissed.
Oh, or one of those Dolce Chalette things from Starbucks that we like so much?
Yeah. Anything with the word that's hard to pronounce. It's just fucking delicious. You can't do it to a seasonal beverage. But they do it, and there's so many scenes of a fire happening and then somebody looking behind them and she's like, ha, ha, ha. It's there's so many scenes of that in these.
Yeah, she likes her fire.
She likes her fires.
She does like her fire.
And she's just always at the scene to be like, I fucked you up. Goodbye.
Yeah, she always has to be there. She always has to watch it happen.
Which is a little sloppy for somebody so smart.
Yeah, because you think she'd want to get the fuck out.
Evacuate the crime scene. But she's like, no, you have to honestly, see what I'm doing.
It could be smart because it could be her insurance plan. Because if things go awry at the last second, she can flip the switch and be like, oh, no, this person was trying to do this to me. And she has such good acting skills that she could do that.
That's why she does it, 100%. You're correct on that. That's exactly why she does. And that's what makes it smart, because if she's running away, the cops can be like, why'd she run away? Yeah. Whereas if she's there, it's and she's crying. It's oh my God, this little girl, I mean, there's no way she would have started this fire. And then she looks at the camera and fucking.
Well, that's why one of my favorite parts is when Angela figures out who she is, and she's like, what did you do? And she's like, Kat, she burned the house down. And she's like, what did you do to her? And it's like, oh, the aunt woke up. Yeah. Thank God.
She finally gets
and she's like, what do you mean? What are you talking about? And she's like, it's you. My brother loved you more than anything in the world. You're the bad one. And then she goes inside, and at that point Emma's done with her. Emma's like, no, wait, come back, stop. And then goes back and gets her kid instead. Which the only reason she likes the kid, she's really fucked up, is because she was feeding it the one day and she was like going to like hit him.
Yeah.
And he was giggling at her
Yeah.
because he thought it was funny because he's a toddler, he's a baby. So she's like, "Oh, you're silly." That's the only thing that kept him alive, because at first she wanted him gone.
Yeah.
And then like he laughs at her attempting to hit him, and like she's like, "Oh, okay, you can stay."
Yeah.
You think violence is fun? You're all right with me, kid.
Yeah.
So, oh my God. And at the end, she's like, "I want to make sure we stay together."
Yeah, she does end up like loving the kid, which kind of tries to build for a third one. The bad seed.
I hope they don't do a third one.
The bad seed rises since they're doing the Batman thing. The Dark Knight Returns. now it's time. The bad seed rises.
I would not want to see that. I'm good on that. But I do think it was funny, though, the way that she went from hating the child to
loving him. Yeah.
Loving him. And the reason why she loved him so much is because he was a kid. He was innocent. And, I mean...
Well, also because it seemed like he was a little goofy and he could fucking, like... She's like, oh, he likes pain. Okay.
Yeah.
Or like he likes the thought that I might kick his ass. He's okay.
Yeah. He's silly.
Yeah. She's a crazy broad.
And if you're silly, you get to live.
You want to toss around some ratings, or is there a couple? I like the scene when the fucking she fucks with the dude's car jack and it falls out.
Oh my God, the uncle.
Yeah.
The step uncle, the wannabe Cuban.
Yeah. And all he wanted to do was send that bitch to boarding school. But that's what you get, I guess.
He should have never left the brochure in the car.
Yeah.
You should have waited to talk about it to her when she got home. I mean, shit. At least wait for her to fail her dance thing, then bring it up.
But also, like, when he comes back, it's like, dude, this girl paralyzed you already. I think the ultimatums are over. Just send her to the thing. Like, just get her arrested. She fucking...
But he knew how smart she was.
Yeah. But he gave her an ultimatum. He should have known that, oh, no, she's not going to take this. I'm screwed.
Yeah.
He should have known that.
Yeah, you shouldn't have fought fire with fire.
No.
You don't fight fire with her.
Yeah, when there's someone, you got to be clever and like you got to like think outside the box. You can't like go to him like a straight shooter and be like, "Hey, you're going to Catholic school, or I'm fucking putting you in prison."
Yeah,
because she's gonna fucking have time to fight that now, and you fucked up. You can't tell her your plan.
You just showed her your cards.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
Yeah.
So the uncle just
especially because he was just completely oblivious.
Yeah.
Like, cause she the aunt had ended up taking the baby, but like she lured the uncle upstairs by having the baby's crying going off that she recorded and whatnot. I'm sorry. I've heard a lot of kids cry. That was definitely recording.
It was
100%. And what did he say when his wife left? What did she say to him? I am taking the baby.
Yeah.
If she's not there, why is the kid there?
Exactly.
Don't go up the stairs with the handicapped ass.
I agree.
Get your ass outside.
Get your ass outside.
Yeah, she's a little psychopath. She reminds me of like if Esther was actually a child.
Yeah. Agnes?
No, Esther.
Oh, yeah.
From Orphan.
Yeah.
If she was actually a child, because she had like the innocence of her.
Yeah.
No, she has the sadisticness of Agnes, is what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
We did a piece about 2 years back called Poor Agnes, and we got to review it on here again for you guys. It was...
That's what the third one of this would
Stockholm.
be. If they did a third one of this, that's what it would be.
It would
Poor
be
Agnes, because that's just her as an adult. But I mean, Agnes is not as fucked up as she is.
No, she's definitely. But like I said, if you don't set her off, you don't know.
Yeah.
What could happen? She might actually go off and be a very productive, healthy adult.
Yeah, but you act like somebody not setting her off is like you can never be in a competition with her and win. Like if you're on the same fucking like dance squad, fucking quit the team. Like if you're doing
you're
anything,
the same law firm, drop out.
Yeah, dude. If you're at a job with her, be like, all right, I quit. I'm going somewhere else. She gets the manager position. I'm out of here. Fuck it. Like you do not like you can't even beat her in anything on accident. Like setting her off is pretty fucking easy. So I'm gonna give the first one an 8.3. because I think it's a solid fucking movie.
That's why I was like an 8 too.
Okay. I really, the way, because it's more tight. It's a tight, really good film about like a specific thing of this evil child and this dad trying to save her.
And she does such a good job with being evil and cold.
Yeah.
And not too evil and cold, and also not too obnoxious.
Yeah.
Because it's very hard for a child actor to act like that and come off serious and not stupid.
I think she does a much better job. She does, and I'm not trying to bash the second one, but a much better job is even done by. And the second one, it feels a little too much like she's trying to come across badass.
Yeah.
Whereas in the first one, it's just she knows the character and she's sticking to it. The second one's just trying to make her a little too cool for my liking. And that's why the second one, I'm going to give a 6.8.
Okay.
It's getting towards a 7, and it's a movie that I would like recommend.
I
like
gave
if you
it
had
a
some
7,
downtime.
but
it's not a bad movie, but it's not as solid as the first one.
No.
It's a pretty good continuation, and it doesn't shit the bed, but it is there's flaws.
I would say if you really liked the first one, watch the second one just so you could see where Emma ended up.
And hey, I might have a different opinion if I watched the first one first.
Yeah.
Maybe watching the first one second.
If you would have watched the first one, you probably would have been like fiending for the second one, like how I was.
And then maybe I would have got it a little more why she is the way she is. But since I like, why is she this way? And then I get the explanation after, maybe that skewed it a little bit. So I'll go back and watch them back to back.
But that's the good thing about these movies, that they are rewatchable.
Yes.
They're not horrible.
These are very rewatchable movies that we could go back in a year or even a few months and check it out and be like, oh, this is good.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at on them.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. If you guys want to know what we are talking about the Bad Seed Returns. You can find it here on YouTube. If you click in for the full movie, I know quite a couple channels have it. Be careful, because some of the first ones, the sound's cut out.
Yeah.
But other than that, you should be fine. Should be all right. But yeah, thank you so much, guys, for joining us on another episode of the StabCast.
Next week, we will be doing the Emma Stone epic Begonia that just came out. She's got nominated for it. It's a great movie. And also the kid from Friday Night Lights and Breaking Bad. People call him Ugly Matt Damon, which I find hilarious.
Oh, the druggie?
Jesse Plemons.
Jesse!
He's an amazing actor, and he's in this, and he's like a crazed dude.
I love him.
It's so good. And I watched it last week. And
so you're high on it.
I'm very high on it. I'm excited to rewatch it, and I'm excited for you to. I got Sharon to watch it. She loves it, so I think you're gonna really enjoy it.
If you get Sharon approval, if you get the SA approval, you
know it's good.
Yeah.
So we'll check that out next week. Give everybody a fat hootie hoo, Mindy.
Hootie hoo, guys. Subscribe and make sure you like the video.
We'll see everybody next time.
Hootie hoo.